All right. My goodness, it is time to start. Ooh. Sorry, I'm a little sleepy still. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I've just been gathering references for the last half hour, but that's okay. How's everyone doing? Thanks for being here. Hey Maze, hey Mama Meow, hey Mac. How are you guys? Still writing that hi. Oh, Maze, I'm glad you had a good time. For those who don't know, we popped in on Amaze yesterday. He was having his first stream, so we went and said hi. Oh, okay. But today we are drawing eyes. I want my heater on or not. It's a little chilly in here, but I think it'll warm up today. I don't want it to get too hot. I do not have the AC set up and I don't want to have to drag it out. So we're in that awkward time of year where I'm not really ever sure what I should be setting the temps to in here. Hey Rolly3, how's it going? Good to see you. Hope you had a good weekend. Alright, so I've posted some of these references in Discord. Honestly, if anyone needs eye references, you can pull up any picture you would like. You do not need to draw along the exact images I am, but if you'd like to, if you just want some easy references, they're right here. They're also in the Discord if you need those. And then you can click that link at the top of chat if you would like to just browse around in my human reference folder. Find some eyeballs. iStream! Yes, iStream, Ustream. We all stream for iStream? I don't know. Anyway. How are you doing, Legum4, by the way? Good to see ya. Hope you've been doing well. Really good weekend. Oh, that's great. I'm glad to hear that, Rolly. Mine was shorter than I wanted it to be, but is there a reason I'm focusing on the eyes and not the whole face? Yeah, that's a great question. Because I'm a big baby. That's why. I'm trying to ease into this whole month. We're doing bits of human anatomy, and I'm trying to make myself not feel preemptively exhausted at the idea of drawing people, because my hope is I find something to enjoy about drawing people this month. We're not going to be drawing people bits every day of the month, but there'll be at least 1 or 2 a week we'll be doing. So I just figured we start off easy. Everybody likes drawing eyes. I feel like for the most part, I guess some people don't. But most people, even when they're really little, I mean, I saw this all the time when I was teaching. Kids draw eyes people doodle eyeballs. It's just something that we're looking into all the time. And so I was hoping, this would be something, if someone else out there is kind of intimidated by drawing people, if I just hey, let's draw eyes. Hopefully that's something that everybody feels like they can approach, But I'm gonna just focus on mostly the eyes and the eyebrows, maybe some of the wrinkles around the face, just the expressiveness. I tried to pick a few different, not just the same expression, different genders, different ethnicities, different ages. So I'm trying to do a variety. I'll probably grab a few more kiddo references. I kind of ran out of time looking at kiddos. But yeah. My hope is to just kind of gradually improve and just be not intimidated and have it be fun. We'll see. I don't know if it's possible. Focusing on eye shape here. So for anybody who's new to stream, what I always recommend doing is starting a timer and just aiming for 30 minutes. Everybody I feel like can squeeze in 30 minutes of sketch time. You just sit down and do it, and consider this your accountability group, okay? If you'd like to, you don't have to, but if you'd like to, you can feel free to post your sketches, your warm-up sketches in the Discord. We do have a little channel just for warm-ups. So if you post a warm-up in there, I will be sharing that on screen at the end of stream. And as always, if you'd like to warm up drawing something else, that's totally fine. You don't have to draw what I'm drawing. The whole point is to just get into the habit of kind of just doing some studies of some kind, whether it's a picture you're looking at, somebody in the room next to you, maybe you're at a coffee shop, you can just sketch the people around you. I always recommend drawing from life if you can, because you're going to learn a lot more, having to transfer something from 3D to 2D. You can set up a still life, you can just draw something you see, it doesn't matter. The whole point is to just try and squeeze in a little bit of reference drawing every day. Most of the people I know who are highly skilled artists make time for things like this pretty regularly throughout their week. I am trying to improve my skills, so that's part of why we're here. On the train home. Okay, you be safe out there, Lagumcore. No delays, that's good, that's good. Hey, Name Twin, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in, guys. I'd suggest you also include the brows and the nose bridge. Yeah, so I'll be doing, like I said, the eyebrows. That's part of why I zoomed out on the eyes so I could see the whole expression. Yeah, so I'm not just drawing the eyeballs. I mean, you can already see I've started doing some of the skin around, but yeah, exactly. I don't just want to study the eye. I want to study, like, you know, angry eyes, happy eyes, scared eyes, different ages, all that stuff. Find it really easy to get stuck on the idea of an eye rather than really look at them. Exactly, yeah, so a lot of people, when they draw eyes, they just draw what they think an eye looks like. So this is me drawing an eye just without reference, right? Like, there we go, that's an eye. But if you actually take the time to study this schema, this is called a schema, when you just like what you think a thing looks like or what your automatic drawing is, will improve over time. You'll be able to make better schema. So anyway, that's the hope. That is the hope today. I tried to find, I got a little distracted with finding like old men faces because some of their eyebrows, you guys, are crazy. Look at that. I'm so excited to draw that. I'm trying to find things to be excited about, so that's why there's a bunch of old men brows. But anyway, like I said, don't feel like you have to use the references that I'm using. Just use, you know, whatever strikes your fancy. He's part owl, exactly. Yes, he's got something going on there. But yeah, they got some crazy brows. We humans, man. Shiratoshi! How are you doing? Good to see ya. Used to think you found eyes attractive, and you still do, but I actually think I like eye sockets more and the spacing around the eyes to the rest of the face in terms of what I find attractive about the eyes. Interesting. So you're more interested in like the shapes made. I guess I could see that. Like you find that fun to draw, or you just like looking at that, or you missed like 2 minutes because of bad connection. Oh, I think I was just agreeing with you. Yeah, that's you said you suggest including brows and the nose bridge, and that is exactly why that's why I captured what I did. I'm not just using images of just eyeballs. So we're gonna be drawing, at least I'm gonna be drawing like the wrinkles, the brows, that kind of thing. Yeah. So. I hope everyone is doing well this Monday. It is a super windy day today, honestly, guys. So if the signal drops, it may not be your fault, to be fair. Like I don't know if you guys can hear the wind, but it is like really going crazy outside. So like the tree in front of my window is like bending pretty heavily, and it's a big tree. So we'll see. We'll see how long my signal holds up under this onslaught, right? But yeah. Anyway, good luck to all of us. If anyone's got any cool projects they'd like to share about, feel free to let us know what you're working on. I like hearing what other artists are doing. If you're warming up with something else, again, that's totally fine. Just, yeah, if you want to share, feel free to drop that in the Discord. There should be, I think there's a link that just got posted. So feel free to head on in there. I might actually pull out a thicker brush. I need to stop opening this up in Paint Tool Sci on the days that I know I'm probably going to want to color. Because I feel like I learn a lot more personally when I work in, like, when I can paint the form. I don't know. There isn't really like a super good brush in this first version of Paint Tool Sci for that. Anyway, what I'm paying attention to right here is just kind of how deep these eyes, speaking of eye sockets, yeah, this guy got some really heavy brows, like really heavy overhanging brows, and males tend to have like a heavier brow than females. Like if you look at this shape right here, like a pretty heavy indentation, whereas females tend to have a smoother brow shape, although there is variety, obviously, like nobody is exactly the same, but yeah, something to think about when you're drawing eyes for characters. Obviously kids have much larger eyes in comparison to the size of their foreheads and faces than adults do. So there's just like different shapes to think about, I suppose. But we'll get to that. Right now, I'm just trying to work in, just work in any shapes, basically. Also, I apologize if I'm a little low energy today, guys. I didn't sleep super great. Like, nothing wrong or anything. I just woke up really early. I think it's just because I ate too much last night. Too many snacks during the movie night. But, yeah. Sometimes I have trouble staying asleep if I'm too full. Just like these really heavy lines. What a wonderful place to art. Hello. Good afternoon. Aw, it's so good to have you. We're happy you're here too. Eyes are... Wait, hold on. I think I missed some chats. When everyone was wearing face masks, I realized everyone had beautiful eyes. Oh, that's such a good takeaway, Rolly. I love that. Yeah, and it was kind of funny having to talk with our eyes, you know? Like having to be extra expressive. Because so much of our expression... I mean, you can get a lot from the eyes, but you can't get it all most of the time. So it was just kind of interesting. I do remember that. Like, I had a hard time telling if somebody was, like, mad at me, or okay, or what was happening. You don't realize how much you rely on the bottom part of the face for communication until you can't see it anymore. But it definitely pointed out the eyes, for sure. I wonder if lipstick sales fell during COVID. Like nobody's putting on makeup below the under eye here. It's one of those things that nubs are to draw easily, yeah, and it's a set of symbols, exactly, and not as part of the face structure. Yep. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it helps you think about where it goes in the face. Yeah, that's a great point. It's something that, I mean, yeah, kids of all ages. I don't like how far away I drew this. Kids of all ages draw eyes. Adults of all ages draw eyes. Many times you'll hear about adults talking about doodling eyes. It's a pretty popular facial structure. But it's helpful to look what they actually look like. So, like you said, so they don't just become a symbol. Those deep face lines. All right, moving on. I do kind of want to study some of these colors. I may come back and color some eyes just to like practice the variety that's in those. But some of these are black and white, so I guess I can do it super easily. I'm gonna do an oil brush, I think, with this one. Change it up a little bit. Yeah, proved how much we unconsciously rely on lip reading. Exactly. Sure, enjoying this eye warm-up. Yay! The thing you hate. I know, you're the first person I've ever heard say they don't like drawing eyes. I feel like it's like, you know, the window to the soul thing. We all spend so much time looking into eyes, for the most part, when we're communicating, even during COVID. Now, I'm not supposed to be drawing noses today, but I am just kind of sketching in the nose really quick to sort of help me place this eyeball. Hey Dream, how's it going? How are you? Hey Mo Shrimp, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. I hope everyone's having a good Monday. On your way home, excited to draw eyes? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Let's draw some eyes. Help me get excited about eyes, guys. Eyes, guys. Sorry. I don't know why I repeated that. I just like a good rhyme. Yeah. Did I mention I'm sleep deprived? Okay, let's move on. We are gonna do a stream where we focus on noses, like mouths, ear, like we'll do noses for sure, because I feel like noses and like just kind of the nose and mouth area is sort of a struggle. So we'll probably combine the nose and mouth, just because there's so many muscles there that really impact the way both of those things can look. With the eyes too, for sure. But I kind of want to ease my way into drawing people, so we're just gonna do pieces this month, guys. Just gonna do pieces. We definitely are gonna do like hands, like a hand study later this month, feet studies. Those are kind of common tension areas that people like struggle to draw. We do have a gesture drawing, like an actual figure drawing session on the calendar for this month, so if you're looking forward to any of that, if you want to know the days, I don't have them off the top of my head, but you can pop in Discord. There is a stream schedule section. It's kind of a loose schedule. I've had to change things a few times in the past just because if things come up, you know, I can't help that. I may have to actually change something next week because my work schedule changed. So anyway, just keep an eye on that. I do try to keep it updated as best I can. Something else you can do that I've seen lots of artists do is you can kind of do a little bit of tracing to help you find the structures, right? So help you find like where the, like what kind of the angles of the face are. If you're trying to figure out this eye shape, like if you're having trouble with some of the skin folds, you can always do some of that. I mean, I wouldn't rely on just tracing, but it's a good quick study if you need to just like practice that line and get that muscle memory in, and then take it and transfer it to your drawing. So like this, I noticed like my line is way less steep than his eye. So anyway, not too great. Had to vent a bit. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I hope it gets better. I hope it gets better. Oh, thanks for joining in. Yeah, anytime come on in. Sometimes drawing can help. Oh, yeah. Thanks to everybody who popped into Amaze's stream yesterday. If you guys don't know, Amaze is streaming now. He doesn't have a set schedule yet, but I'm sure eventually he'll let us know. But his first stream, his little test stream, was yesterday, and it went great. I thought. I had a good time. It was fun to see so many familiar faces and some old faces that I haven't seen in a while, so... It means some love for always being such a great mod hanging around here. Keeping this train on the tracks. Noses look simple, but they are hard. Yeah, we're definitely gonna focus on little features for sure. I'm a little behind on chat, sorry. Can't remember where I stopped here. Yeah, for sure, lag core. Let's see. I have a new keyboard, enter the keys. Wait, I have a new keyboard and the enter key is in a new position. Oh no! That's always hard. Yeah, let's see. Oh my gosh, my speaker is freaking out right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I'm gonna have to plug it in probably. Yeah, come on in. You have a Discord account now. Come on in, please. We'd love to have you. Keep an eye on that. Yes, I am so funny. Thank you. I am not funny. I am dumb and tired. But thank you for encouraging that. If you guys don't like that brand of humor, you can blame Shira, because they encouraged me. Okay. Get back on the oil paintbrush here. Volume is fine. Oh, that's good. Thanks for letting me know. It's kind of making some weird beeps over here. Anyway. Alright, we're gonna tend to mustaches there. Let's try a different brush. I didn't really like that one very much. Nope, hate all of these. Yeah, I need to just stop trying to work in painful eye. I'm glad you guys can't hear that, because it's making very loud beeps at me. If there's anything you guys want to request as far as human studies, let me know. I'm definitely open to suggestions. Or just if there's like a study of something you want to do in general, like if you have a favorite animal we haven't drawn, or something that you've always wanted to learn how to draw. I probably want to learn how to draw it too. Gotta learn how to draw all the things. Oh my gosh, that is gonna drive me nuts. Okay, sorry, 1 second. I have to plug in my speaker. It's making so many sounds. Sorry guys, I'm sorry. Hopefully these pictures are all where you need them. Sorry, oops, sorry, bumped the mic. Sorry for that loud sound that may have just happened. I apologize. Hair! So we actually did hair already. We can do it again. We had I think the VOD might still be up. We had a hairstyles day. There was like a hairstyle appreciation day or something. I think it was last week before? I don't remember. We can always revisit hair. I definitely could handle another study. Wait, I can't help it if you find my humor cornea. I love it. Oh my gosh, it's the apple of my eye. I don't know, that one's a little bad. Focusing here, the image is blurry. Yep, yeah, that's a great one too. That's a great tip. Yeah, Lagging Core's got great tips, guys. Okay. Some of these pictures are a little harder to see, but I'm trying to focus on these little skin, like the folds. Like, where are the wrinkles? Like, remember how we keep talking about when you're studying a reference to be asking yourself questions? Try doing that if this is your first time kind of drawing, like actually studying eyes. Ask yourself, like, why is there a line there? And what might that do? Why is there a cast shadow here? Like, where is that coming from? All that stuff. It's going to help you kind of remember why you're making the lines you're making. And then when you go to do something from imagination later, you can pull back on that knowledge, you know? I'm just going to put the bottom of his stash. Excuse me. Whew. I might have to pull these over into Krita. I just can't find a good brushy brush. See a technical term. This one's okay, but it's just kind of smudgy. I think I'm just getting spoiled with the studio and Krita. A lot more advanced options in there. Ugh, you guys, I spilled my breakfast smoothie in my bag this morning, and I like somehow managed to get it on everything, and I'm still finding like little bits of smoothie on my Cintiq. So frustrating. Arms and shoulders. Yeah, that's right. Amaze was requesting back muscles. We can definitely add that to the list. 2. I know, right? Oh, I was so mad. Well, not mad. I was just sad. I was like, no, my breakfast. It was a sad morning. That's okay. There's worse things that could be happening this day. I do like these heavy wrinkles. Anything with a good wrinkle makes me pretty happy. Stream is most amazingly fortuitous. Aw, well, great. Rolly, that's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. It's exactly what you needed. That's awesome. Well, good. It's what I needed too. And thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that comment. It's very encouraging. Sometimes I feel a little silly streaming. Even though I've been doing it for a while, I still get self-conscious. So I appreciate that this is helpful or fun for anybody. And like I said, if you didn't hear it before, or if I said it during ad break, or if anyone just got in here, if you're drawing along, feel free to post in the Discord. There is a warm-up art section, so that's where you can post any warm-ups you're doing. Again, it doesn't have to be eyes, but anything that gets posted in there, I'll be sharing on screen at the end of stream. So if you want some accountability, you want some if you're somebody who needs a deadline, my streams, I usually do these for about an hour. We'll probably go till like 11:30. Mountain time, it's usually about 11:30 is when I stop these, so it's 10:30 now, so that means you still have at least half an hour to an hour if you have any sketches you want to do, just to kind of, work those creative muscles. Oh, and I just said all of that during an ad break, maybe. So Me being bad at Twitch continues, guys. Ugh. Ridiculous. I have no idea. I have no idea. And now I know what mountain time means. Poor Moat Shrimp. Oh my gosh. I feel so bad. Poor Moat Shrimp was trying to join in for our movie night last night and missed it by an hour because apparently there's 2 mountain time zones. That's the mountain in them. What did you say it was? MTD and MST? MDT? I don't know. I think I've actually heard it referred to both ways, so I'm not really even sure what my region's correct time zone is, but let's some heavier lines in here. And I'll get that thinner line to kind of dial in some of these details. I really want to paint these eyebrows, guys. You're gonna work on some isometric trees? Yeah, do it! Hey Siren, how are you doing? Thanks for popping in. Good to hear from you. Hope you're having a good Monday.
Liftoff of mission 41D, the first flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Oh, you know what I realized? I was recording my VOD yesterday, and I realized apparently my music is super quiet. Or is that just in the VOD? You guys let me know. I feel like I couldn't hear any of the music yesterday. I'm gonna turn it up slightly, and you guys just tell me if it's too much. I try to pick like chill, benign music, but I also don't want it to be like overpoweringly annoying either. And it probably depends on the song too, but music is clear as today, then streamed 2 days ago. Good to know. Good to know. Thank you, Lily. Yeah, when I get to recording, I was like, I can barely hear any of this. Like, I don't want it to be like something where I'm competing with the music on your end, but you know, sometimes people request music and I like to stick it in there. So, by the way, if anyone does have a song, sorry, just like rolled my pen everywhere. A song that they really like. I do have a music share channel in the Discord, and I do pick from there to like add tracks to the playlist. So yeah, if there's something in there, I'll listen to it and possibly throw it in the track list. I don't do song requests just because I do family friendly and I don't want to get trolled. So I don't do like the song request widget on stream, but you can definitely drop something in music here if you want to. Oh, and thanks, Maze. I'm excited to see what everyone's doing. Just like this fuzzy eyebrow situation. It's ridiculous. I think it's Oh, hey, how's it going, Bickman? Good to see you. You think it's okay as is? Okay, good to know. Good to know. This guy looks a little a little bit like he's looking into a different direction, so I do need to fix that. I think I drew this eye a little too far away. Don't forget to check things like that, folks. Oof, can you guys hear that? I feel like my studio is about to rattle apart. It is so windy outside. Like I said, if the signal gets dropped, it's probably because my internet went out from a tree line or something. Okay, I think I've overdone this one. Let's move on. My goodness, my whole studio is shaking from the wind right now. Ah, that's a little scary. At least the wind is blowing that tree away from the studio. I'll get crushed by a tree. That'd be a memorable stream. Okay, let's move on. Actually, I think I'm gonna take a break on male eyes for a second. Let's switch over to some ladies, huh? That's enough from the boys. In fact, I think I'm gonna... And of course, if anyone is not done with that, you feel free to keep on keeping on with whatever you want to draw. I'm gonna take a break from the boys. Just over slightly. I feel like I'm pretty slow at eyes right now. I'd like to get better. But hopefully that will come with time and practice. Yeah, that's true, Shura. That's true. Very wise. Very wise. Oh, very true. It is probably better to go slow. I think I just get... I have a problem with getting a little bit impatient with myself. I'm sure we all have that. That's definitely not... I'm not trying to say that's, like, unique to me or anything, but... I also feel like a little bit like I need to be working quickly. I have such limited time. I'm only able to be in the studio 3 days a week, generally. Saturday we had a random impromptu stream for anyone who's here for that, or if you missed it. It was not on the schedule, it was just kind of something I decided to do randomly because I got off work early. For those who don't know, I work weekends at my day job, and so that's part of why I can only be in here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But every once in a while I get a short shift, and I thought I kind of felt like painting, and so I finished pretty close. I won't say finished, but I got close on that new illustration I was working on. I might show that up in the stream too if you guys want to see it, but you can always watch the VOD. So I'm trying to stay, this one's a little more stylized, I think, than the other ones I was drawing. I was going a little more into like realism and just copying the image a little bit. At some point we can talk a little bit more about like shape language, which I need to, honestly, my shape language is not strong. I'm not a character designer. I would like to develop that skill, which is part of why we're doing some human studies. That, like, I need to get better at my character design. But I think, you know, like exaggerating certain shapes, certain edges, that's how you can create a style, but you don't want to try and do that before you learn the fundamental basics. Like, kind of want to know like the basics of what an eye looks like before you start trying to exaggerate that eye. That's how you, basically what you practice is what you're going to remember. And so if you practice a bad habit, it's going to be harder to break. I'm not gonna imagine what the nose looks like. I'm just gonna do the brow. Okay. closed eye expression in here. Shape language and character design, yes indeed. Mirror Stepper, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. You are home, hello? Well, welcome back, Mac. I'm glad you made it home okay. Alright, let's switch back over to the brush so I don't get too tight here. Look at these shapes though. There's a lot of people I feel like I could study to learn better shape language. And I hope to at some point, but I think I just, I'm so unsure of myself on some fundamentals that I don't feel confident enough to like start exaggerating. I don't want to learn bad habits, you know? I definitely did that when I was younger, and like still find myself struggling with that schema sometimes when I'm just default drawing without reference. I'll be like, what to do? And then I'll have this really stupid looking, like very childish drawing of a person. So I'm trying to break some of those habits by developing new, you know, a new creative vocabulary or a visual vocabulary, I guess. Right, this song feels louder than the last one, right? Let me turn that down. I don't think you guys are picking up on that, but I don't know. I don't want it to be like screaming at you. Shapey shape. Wait, shapey shapey. Yes, that is the clinical term, I believe. Wise. Very wise. Yes. Shapey shapey. I think I understand like the fundamentals of shape language. In fact, when we get to talking about stuff like that, I might pull out one of my little books. I'm sure most of you have probably heard of this book, but if you haven't, it's called, oh shoot, what is it called? That's right, it's like on the tip of my tongue. Why is the only thing popping into my brain what the shape? Even though I know that's not it. How Pictures Work, that's what it's called. Not even remotely close to what the shape. What the shape? Anyway. It's called How Pictures Work, and it just breaks everything down in like a really, really like basic fundamentals about shape and like how shape can influence visual imagery, essentially. It's really, really good. Sure, I mean, listen, I'm always open to hear. I love hearing what you guys have learned in your artistic journeys. You know, everyone's in a different place. Everyone's had different experiences and different teachers and different influences. I am always happy to hear about what people have learned about a topic. I am not, I always, like I try to say, I probably don't say it enough, I don't want to give the impression that I'm some kind of expert. I just, you know, I'm just trying to help encourage people to draw, to encourage me to draw. I want this to be an encouraging place. Let's see, you know, when the brush, do the thing and make the shape. Yeah, I mean, profound, truly. I do know when the brush do the thing and make the shape. That feels... When you said the thing, I felt that. Sorry, I gotta make sure my phone is off. I am so done with this year already. Not gonna lie. Not this whole year. This whole year is not the problem. Just certain text message advertisements. Okay, do I want to draw these freckles? I do. I know it's not really what we're doing today, but they're really nice. It's fun. I know, right? Oh, yeah. We're not gonna go there. But you all know. You all know. My goodness. Well, thank you. Thank you, Maze. And you were very good at helping. I appreciate you. Bickman heard that, too. Bickman knows. Bickman, I hope you're having a good Monday, by the way. Okay, we're just gonna cut you off here, Ladyface. Should we do some kids? I don't really know pretty ladies. It always goes wonky when you do eyelashes. Oh no! Maybe try looking at like... So when I'm looking at these eyelashes, I'm gonna change colors. What I notice about eyelashes is like, especially if it's something with mascara, obviously it's going to be heavier at this end. And they tend to radiate, and all the lines generally tend to point toward the Depends on the angle, of course, of the image you're looking at. But, okay. Well, fortunately that song has to go. Sad times. Oh no, and I drew the wrong layer. Oh no! Here we go, let's try that again. Like, obviously, like, depending if it's from this way, what you're gonna see is, like, lines kind of going out like this, right, for eyelashes. And these are exaggerated because these are makeup eyelashes. From the front, though, you still will see that. And just, you know, pay attention to, I guess, like, height if you're struggling with eyelashes or eyebrows or anything like that. Like with eyebrows, you'll notice, like, oh, these little hairs kind of start off in the middle a little bit crazy, and then they go into kind of this arch, these just multiple lines like this, right? Kind of can look more closely. Like some eyebrows are gonna go a lot farther than others. Just depends on each person's genetics or their manicuring preferences. A lot of things go into that. What I'm trying to pay attention right now for me is eye shape. Because it's easy to say, oh, all eyes are ovals, right? But that's not true. Like this one's more of like maybe an almond shape. This because of the angle also. This is a very slender eye shape, right? Got more of a rounded eye shape here, more of a almost square eye shape, depending on like skin folds can really impact. You know, you can have like a hooded eye that like, kind of like overhangs a little bit. On a younger person, you're gonna see a lot more defined eye shape, right? And then the angle is gonna influence that a lot too. Like this kid is looking up at the camera, and so it's kind of really exaggerating the whites under the eyes. But yeah, all that stuff is just things to think about for sure. Very, very young kids often have like these really light skin folds here. I feel like we kind of lose those as adults over time. But everyone's face is different, and I'm trying to find a way to appreciate that. I don't know if that was helpful or not, Rolly, but I'm sure you can do it. You know, and you know, if you don't like the one you're working on, just start a new one. There's no rule that says you have to perfectly perfect. That's not the phrase. It's okay. You don't have to be like, you don't have to get it perfect. You know, if you're getting stuck and you're kind of struggling with one, just move on to a new reference, and sometimes looking at that other one with fresh eyes later can help. Ouch, sorry, hiccups. They're so painful. Don't like them. But for example, like this lady's eye, almost like, maybe it's because her eye is like really wide. This is like a really different sort of a shape. I don't know. I'm again trying to find things to be excited about with eyes, but hopefully this is helpful for anybody. She's obviously got some makeup on, so she's got longer, more exaggerated lashes than your typical human eye might have otherwise. I'm breaking my own rules right now. I'm getting too caught up in details. Just because we're not drawing people, or not drawing animals. The same rules don't apply. I'm talking to myself here, obviously, but in case you're doing it too, make sure you draw your big shapes first. Don't do like me and get caught up in the little details that you're wanting to explore before you've actually laid out your drawing, because then you're just going to end up doing a lot of erasing, like I'm doing. Get my proportions a little bit more accurate before I start laying in the details. Ooh, let's try a different brush entirely. You know what? I think I'm just too attached to you. Let's start over. See? Let's start over. It's okay. They are a big shapey shape. I love your terms, Lagamcore. They are a big shapey shape. They like to stick together in V-shaped groups. That's true, yeah. As a model wearing makeup, exactly. That does definitely affect. I tried to get a few. It was kind of hard to find a female that didn't have makeup on Pinterest. I don't think she was wearing makeup. She's got very light makeup on, but yeah. It was tricky. It was tricky. I'm gonna have to look a little harder. But we have plenty of males over here not wearing makeup, so very similar eye shapes. Obviously, and these kids aren't, so still a few. Still a few. Like a worm on a string. I have been hearing that phrase all over the internet lately. Okay, can someone please explain to me the worm on a string situation? Like, why is the internet all about that right now? I have heard that phrase probably more times in the last week or two than I've heard maybe ever. Talia, hello! Good to see you. Thanks for popping on in. Enjoy your little lurk. Wait, I think that's a lurk. Yeah, it's a cute little lurk emote. And looking back at ones you struggled with are great for learning. That's true. That is true, Shiratoshi. I'm kind of bad about burning the evidence there. It's a silly meme. Yeah, I figured it was a meme, but I don't understand why now. Is it just like a popular meme at the moment? I should just look it up. I have literally heard that phrase so many times. I'm like, is this on TikTok? Like, what's going on? What is happening? Is TikTok getting banned? I feel like I heard something about this the other day and I haven't looked into it. Oh, interwebs, you are so silly. I don't keep on top of things. I'm always out of the loop. Little toy that's a fuzzy worm on a string. Kinda. Maybe vaguely. I don't know if I'm super familiar with it. I feel like I'm not capturing this expression very well. I mean, she's got like one eye kind of more closed, so like the muscles are up a little bit under this eye, whereas the brow is a little heavier. Maybe that's the part I'm messing up on. But this eye doesn't look like it's very high up. I don't know if she got caught mid-expression or if she just doesn't have the muscles to like lift that eye any higher. I don't know. It doesn't read as well, and it's just the eyes. I feel like when I captured this, I was like, oh, that's a good expression. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, kinda. What are we doing? It is 10:56, so probably another 20 minutes or so. If anybody's working on some eyes they want to drop in the warm-up chat, or just like I said, any warm-up sketching. Doesn't have to be eyes, just needs to be a warm-up. So feel free to do that, and I will drop that on stream. I'm struggling with this one a bit. Watch me struggle. This is where I struggle with streaming. Look away. They follow the shape of the brow bone. Aw, thank you for that follow. I can't quite read what that name. Oh, Greasy Ghosty. Oh my gosh, hi. Thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate that. Thanks for popping in. I was hanging out on your stream the other day. If you guys, at least I think it's the same Greasy Ghosty. Let me click. How do I do that? How do I Twitch? Is that a Twitch? Yeah, it is. It is the same Gracie Ghosty. I was looking at streaming stuff, and I think I found you that way. Oh, hi. Yeah, thanks for popping in. Sorry, I was just looking at your stream to make sure it was the right person. Twitch noob, don't mind me. I hope you're having a good day, though. We're just doing some warm-up sketches of eyes today. I'm trying to get better at drawing people. I draw a lot of animals, but not so many people, so I'm trying to improve that. Shaky hands with pen has interesting results. Dusk Shadow Fox, that's okay. Hey, if you want to share it, feel free, but if you don't feel comfortable, obviously there's no pressure either. I just want to encourage, if anybody who needs, needs that encouragement. Oops. Oh my gosh. Did I mention I'm bad at Twitch? Encouragement or accountability or anything like that to draw, that's what we're here for today, so. But I hope you're having a good day, everybody. Dusk Shadow Fox, I hope you're having a good day. And Gracie Ghosty and Bickman warm-up sketches that are crazy good. Well, thank you, Bickman. I appreciate what you're saying. I don't necessarily agree, but I appreciate what you're saying. I'm trying to be better at just accepting compliments, guys, but it's hard. Fellow artists, what do you do? How do you accept the compliment? Teach me how. I feel like we are a bad bunch when it comes to this sort of thing. Somebody, I don't remember who, it might have been Rolly, pointed out in chat the other day, and I've been thinking about it a lot. Yeah, I think a lot of artists struggle with accepting compliments about their work, you know? Art. All you can see is the flaws, how it can be better. You've never managed to accept a compliment. Exactly! It's so hard! It's so hard. Yeah. Open to tips, for sure. Oh yeah, feel free to lurk, Gracie. Thank you so much. It's so nice to have you in here. Lurks are most appreciated, for sure. Compliments aren't possible. Okay, so far none of the artists are being helpful. I say thank you. Just like that. Just kind of like gutturally like force it out of your esophagus. I can relate to that, Lagam4. If you can't take compliments, I'll gladly have them. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna send them all your way. Anytime somebody compliments me, I was like, you can just forward that to Lagam4. There you go. That's a good coping mechanism, right? It's totally healthy. Absolutely how I should handle it. I usually just pterodactyl screech. Complimented. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Can you imagine if everybody did that? And you just hear the sounds of screeching in the distance. Ah, someone's uncomfortable with compliment over there. Cool. It's way easier to give compliments. It's true. And maybe it's just a human thing. Maybe it's not just an artist thing. I just feel like it's really hard for a lot of artists to accept. Like I know very few artists who are totally, truly comfortable with a compliment, because so rarely do we actually enjoy our work. Sometimes you do and you're pleased with it, but most of the time I feel like a lot of artists are just sort of like, yeah, it could be so much better though. Like, don't look too hard. At least maybe I'm just projecting it. That's totally how I feel. Just like, yeah, just don't look too closely. and please don't notice the mistakes. Why are we like this, guys? Art Psychology 101. Why are we like this? But you're working on it. That's good. I'm glad that we all can work on it, you know? Let's work on it together. Rolly says, my friend got annoyed and told me accepting a compliment is for the benefit of the person who complimented you. That's a good way to look at it. Yeah, I can see that. It's like you don't want to be disrespectful of... I can see that. I can see that as being a way to like help me work around. Just like, I appreciate that you feel that way. I appreciate that you said that. Yeah, I don't know. It's still hard. It's still hard because it feels like you have to defend the, like, hey, but don't look too hard at this one spot because there's like a really big error. And it's really bothering me and I can't see past it. Maybe it's just because so many of us are perfectionists. I feel like maybe the art field in general, you almost have to be like a perfectionist to kind of succeed or to like keep improving. Because if you were ever just like, oh yeah, I've arrived. Like, I feel great about my skill and I never want to get any better. Like, that's obviously not gonna work. I don't know. It's an interesting conundrum. Oh shoot, there's an ad break. Okay, I will be a good, responsible Twitch streamer and I will avoid responding to chat until the ad break is over. Because I am learning to Twitch. And we're doing it. Trying to do it. Ah, we're messing up this eye. We're not doing it. We're messing up the eye. Stop it. What are we doing? Oh my goodness. Do you guys ever think you just have an addiction and people keep telling you you have a talent? Anyone else ever wonder? Like everyone's just being too polite to tell you that you have a problem? It's just me. Okay. Bubbles. Let's see. of the ad break? I think we're out of the ad break. Let me scroll through chat real fast. I hate this one. I'm just gonna move on. We have to let it go. We have to let it go. Hold on. I'm perfectionisting. Perfectionisming. Hold on. Maybe I can fix it. Nope, can't fix it like that. Okay, let's take a break. I'm gonna take a break. You guys do what you want. Let's see. It's ways to probably can't. Okay, let me catch up. Hold on. Also suck at giving them. Oh, really? Definitely better. Yeah. It's easy. I think it's just easier, you know? Worst things people could say to you, so I don't. That's true. That is a good way to look at it, too. Like, at least I'm not just, like, telling you how terrible you are. You know, it's such a bad state that I'd be so much more comfortable with somebody telling me that I'm terrible than telling me that they like what I'm doing. It says so many unhealthy things about me. It's probably a problem, and I know I'm not alone. I say me, but I know there's plenty of artists out there who feel the same way. Like, we have a problem collectively, guys. We gotta work on this. Step 1, identify problem. Kind of like how I identified the problem here, maybe, that I just threw the nose too close together. Oh, suddenly it looks like a face, sort of. That's nice. Okay. Let me keep catching up. I think I missed a few chats. I am low-key absolutely amazing at giving compliments and do it plentifully, but also suck at receiving. Yeah, so it's just like a thing. We are our own worst critics. You're true. You're true. It's true. You're right. That's what I was trying to say. Tired, guys. Dusk Shadow Fox says, usually it's people familiar with me, so they just scream. Oh, but the pterodactyl scream. I do love that. Cookie, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Maybe it's an artist thing. I'd say that I'm not an artist, but I have a lot of friends that would get mad at me for saying that. Wait. I'd say that I'm not an artist, but I have a lot of... Okay, so you are an artist, but you don't like... Okay, so you have the same problem as what you're saying. Oh my goodness. Bigman, have you shared your art with us? I can't remember. Been meeting a lot of new folks lately. I'm getting sort of jumbled. Phoenix, how's it going? Good to see you. Hey, if you guys haven't yet followed Phoenix, gotta give Phoenix a follow. I was hanging out on her stream earlier. How was your run? Did you go for your run yet? Oh my gosh, my typing. Let's see. Phoenix Fire. I think I spelled your name right. Let's find out. I think I did. Go give Phoenix a follow. She was doing some crocheting, I think, right? I get them confused. Although my friend's mom taught me how to crochet last weekend, and I think I still remember. I need to finish the little thing she gave me. Just say thank you and resist the urge to keep talking. Oh, that's so true. Just keep it simple. Resist the urge. I wonder what that's like. Oh, yeah. Let's see. If I compliment someone and they respond with "Don't lie to me, my art sucks," which I see people do, I would feel insulted. Oh, like you would feel like they were calling you a liar. I don't know if I would ever say "Don't lie to me," unless it was like a joke. Like if I was joking with somebody, like, "Oh, they're lying. They're lying. Don't listen to them. Look away." Like maybe something like that. But I wouldn't just like straight up be like, "You're wrong." But I can see how it could be taken that way. Perfectionism, you're calling me... I think you're in a room full of them, honestly, right now, Phoenix. I think anyone who draws, it's really hard not to. It's like giving someone a gift. That's a good way to think about it. To, like, try and be respectful of the person who's complimenting you. That's true. Oof, that is hard. That's definitely not what I intend if I deny the compliment. It's not like, it's nothing on you. It's like, I have trouble accepting that could possibly be true. But that's, yeah, it's not a good psychology. How about, I love that is how you view this. Art is a long process of constant work and improvement. That's true. Yeah. Just explain why you have trouble accepting the compliment. My best can always be better. Yes, and I think what Amaze just said is important. It keeps me motivated to find ways to improve and grow. I think that's the part I've struggled with the longest, is like, for a long time, I was so frustrated with how bad I felt like my art was, that I was like a weight. Like it was like holding me down, and I was just like afraid to share art online, afraid to stream, afraid to like put myself out there, afraid, like I had so many like fear related things going on because it felt like I could just never catch up. Like I would see all these amazing pieces people were doing, or friends of mine that had work in the industry, and like I'm still like getting started because I've been teaching and I just felt so behind, and like it can really feel like this really oppressive sort of weight on top of you. But I think shifting that mindset to make it like a fire under you is so important, and I'm really working hard on trying to do that, and I hope everyone else is too. You gotta make it a fire under you, like something gets you excited instead of a weight over you. Yeah. And another good one I heard was like somebody said to always be your own goalpost. Like obviously comparison is the thief of joy, right? It's a common phrase. Anyway, me with crochet people out of your stitches, like yeah. See, everyone has that. I crochet all the time, literally every second. Send help. True. Compliments are not appropriate depending on context. Yeah. Complimenting a skill is nice, and I do prefer a skill compliment over other kinds of compliments. Like at least I feel like a skill is something I can control. I feel really uncomfortable with compliments about things I have no control over. It's just like, okay, thanks, I guess. I'm gonna go away now. Easier for me to accept compliments on skills than appearance. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm getting at, Mac. Compliments freak me out. Yeah, they are scary. Sounds like you're hooked, Bickman. Oh, you get some cheese for that pun. Sorry, I'm a little behind on chat. 1 second. Yeah, backhanded compliments are not good. No. Yeah. No, I agree for sure. Oh yeah, it's so good it makes them want to give up. See, that's somebody who's struggling with that whole weight over you thing instead of a fire of like motivation under you. Shura says, a lot of people love art and are looking to improve as fast as possible, so if they love what I'm doing, then I'm happy that my art brought them some joy. That's a really healthy way of looking at it. And not accepting the compliment graciously just in some way dampens their joy in the art, and there's no need for me to do that. I think you guys are right about that. I need to work harder on like letting people compliment me for them, not for me. It's a really good way to look at it. I'm gonna try harder. I'm gonna try to be better. Okay. Let's see. Haven't made anything late. That's okay. Alright, I'm slowly catching up. Hold on. Just got back and no stickers. I'm so sorry. I know you're waiting on those stickers. Oh my goodness. FedEx is here with your stickers. No way! Oh my gosh, that was so fast. That was like literally a minute later. Oh, I'd love to see them if you want to show. I hope they came out the way you wanted. Resisting the urge feels like holding back a tidal wave of bite, but you can do it's true. That is a good way to describe it. Yeah. Ultimate Pumpkin Pie! Welcome on in, first time chatter. It's good to hear from you. I'm at that stage right now. I think I just need to learn to keep pushing onward and focusing on fun. Yeah, exactly. I think we're all kind of at that stage. Honestly, I think I have friends who I'm shocked that they feel that way about their art, because I'm just like looking at them and they're literally like in the industry. Everybody wants to work with them. Like super, super highly skilled and innovative, and like things that they're doing everybody wants. And at the same time, they still have this like, I don't know how. I have one friend in particular I'm thinking, like, I have no idea how she, like, continues to find the ability to draw, because I feel like to live in that negative of a space constantly would just be draining. To just be never, ever satisfied and to always feel like you're terrible. Like, it's just not a good place to be. So I don't want to be like that. But it's crazy how many pros struggle with this stuff too. You know, it's not like people you would never think. Like people who you think are like, oh, they've arrived, you know, like they have the gigs, they have the clout. It's kind of crazy. Oh, you heard about me from Jay Stiller. Well, we love Jay Stiller. He's great. Whenever I can, I like to raid into them. And yet they still make art. I know. It's like somewhere there has to be, I think she's managed to tap into like this balancing of like, she hates her art, but she also really wants to get better. And like, I just hope that those two things never, like, I hope this one never outweighs this one, you know? Like, I think it's probably not a good thing to play with. It's like playing with fire, right? I'm impressed she's been able to play with it for this long. Just like emotionally. I couldn't do it. I could barely handle it for like a year. Much less like 25. Compliment some. Yes, I agree. Compliment someone on things they have control over. Yeah, not over the voice or the appearance. Yeah. I hate compliments on. Yeah, I kind of like. I don't like compliments on appearance in general. Yeah, it's like you can't help the face you're born with. You know, like I just. I never know what to do with that. Anyway, I don't even want to like encourage that on stream. I'm insecure enough being on stream. Dusk Shadow Fox says, very similar for me. A lot of the artists I follow are my age or slightly younger. See, that is a hard one, especially when you're, I don't know how old you are, but I remember when I was like teenager, high school, college, like that whole teenage to mid 20s, even into late 20s, just like age felt like such a big deal. And it was like you get so used to hearing people compliment young kids because they're like, oh, they're so good, even though they're so young. And it makes you really insecure from a young age to hear that. And then it puts a lot of pressure on those kids too. The friend I was just talking about was one of those kids, and I think she just had a ton of pressure. Anyway, so it's all, oh my gosh, why did I draw that so high? Yeah, it's part of why we do this, right? Because really, the difference is that she just put more time into art than most of us did at that age. Like, she had an obsession with art and she was in it, and that's what she was doing. She wasn't spending time playing a lot of video games or like playing sports, or she didn't have a job. Like, you know, it was just like her whole thing was just making art. And so if you spend that amount of time, if you spend every waking moment practicing and improving, you're going to get leaps and bounds ahead of people in your age group. But the thing is, like, anyone can catch up too. Like, and it shouldn't be about catching up either. It's just like, it's all about butt in chair time, as I heard another artist put it once. So I hope that's encouraging to people out there, to not compare yourself to people who've been drawing for thousands of hours if you've been drawing for like 10 hours. If this is your first time drawing, like, you're not going to be as good at right away. And that's okay. Nobody is. Having seen hundreds and hundreds of kids' art from ages 5 to 12, we're all starting from basically the same place. And it just depends on how much effort you're willing to put into it after that. It's like any other skill. But you can always improve it, and that's part of the excitement of art, is you can always innovate and improve and add what you want to say to something. Anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk on skill. Unwrapping them now, not too bad. That's awesome. That's awesome. And I'm just starting to actually put stuff out and a bit of anxious. Don't be anxious, Dusk. You're in the right place. Just practice with us, and you'll hang out. We have people of all skill levels here. You are in good company. I hope that that's encouraging. And if anyone is new and you'd like to be a part of kind of the draw along aspect of this, I do have a Discord. I'll go ahead and drop that in chat. If you want to join, feel free. At the end of stream here in about 10 to 15 minutes or so, I'll be showing on screen anyone whose art is in warm-up chat. So we actually have some warm-ups from last week that got posted after my stream ended, so I'll be showing those first. So you can always post something from a past VOD. It doesn't have to be the theme that we're doing today, right? Or you could do a different warm-up. If you don't want to do eyes, if you wanted to focus on facial expressions or an animal or cars or whatever. As long as it's a warm-up sketch, I would love to see what you're up to this morning. Just know that by drawing with others, you are encouraging other people to pick up a pencil and try. You're encouraging me because I feel like I have an accountability partner in the folks who are drawing with me, and it makes me be like, okay, don't give up. Like, even though you've redrawn this eye 5 million times, like, just try it again. Like, there's other people drawing with you. You're not the only one struggling. So it's encouragement. We're just kind of encouraging each other to draw here, and to make it a practice to draw regularly. So I think it's good for everybody, not just artists. I think it's helpful if you're a writer to train your observation eye. I think it's helpful if you're a scientist. Like, if you're just a curious human, like, curiosity and being observant is never a bad thing. And that's really what you're doing when you're drawing from reference or drawing from life. You're just training your eye how to observe. Like, you're training your eye to look at lines, look at shapes, look at depth, look at form, and then translate that. And that's never going to be a bad thing, in my opinion. But I was also an art teacher, so I'm a little biased. I am about to give up on this eye, though. I feel like I've just been scratching at it forever. Maybe we'll just draw one eye. Okay, no, I'll draw the other one. So one thing you can do, if this is your first time here drawing with me, what I like to talk about sometimes is like negative space to help you find proportion. So what you should do is not what I was doing, which is just drawing details. You should probably find the proportions first, like find the distances between points. and then make sure that those exist in your drawing as well, so that you can start to learn where things go. And then that way when you go to draw something on your own, you can actually place them correctly. But I'm being a bad example of that right now because I'm not doing that like I should be doing. This is a not practicing what I preach moment. But you can always use those things, which I'm trying to catch up now and do. So I'm trying to measure the distance between the eyebrows, distance between the tear ducts, like looking at this shadow on the nose, like where does that stop, like how far is the distance between each of those lines, what are the angles like, all that stuff. So, which they're a little off right now, I'm not gonna lie. Not close enough. Anyway, back to chat. Let's see. Improvement won't fix your self-confidence. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's something, yeah. Yeah. You can't draw the self-doubt away. That is true. That is true. I do hope she's working on it. Mom's comments always come with a tone of surprise. Well, maybe you're just impressing her. Maybe it's an impressed tone and not a surprised tone. You're just like, oh, wow, that's amazing. Maybe that's how she means it. That's funny. Oops. Maybe I should draw with a pen and not with the selection tool. That would be helpful. Pro tip. Casey's pro tip of the day. Draw with the pen tool. Or the paintbrush. Or the pencil. Whatever you do, don't try to draw with the lasso tool. It's not going to help. It's not going to work. It's just going to do nothing. I can't be the only one who does that sometimes, right? Maybe it's just me. Okay. I'm also trying to pay attention to like where the pupils are inside the iris. Like, are they touching the edge of the, are they touching where the eyelashes are? Or in some cases, are they, here's a good one, like very much in the middle of where the visible iris is. There's all different ways. And it can really change the direction it looks like your little human here is looking. I was going to go back and color these, but I think I don't have time for that today. I've got to run and do some other things. Really hoping to get some stuff off my to-do list finally today. Update my Ko-fi, finish updating my Ko-fi, update my website, all kinds of little admin things, boring non-art things that I don't stream. But I will be back on later this afternoon. But first, I think I'm gonna stop here. Didn't get as many done. Didn't do any kids. Oh, I feel bad. Should do one kid. I only have 10 minutes. Does anyone need more time to finish their eyes? To post them in the chat? Oop, I missed a hydrate or something. Yep, I'm sorry. Hydrating. Somebody asked me to hydrate, I think. Didn't they? No? Yes, Cookie. Cookie asked me to hydrate. Let me hydrate really quick. Ooh, there was a loud wind gust and a huge sound just now. Hold on. It was something at the barn. Okay, let me catch up. Poggers. I do think everyone has a different floor for art. But the ceiling is so high that, yeah, exactly, that work is required to, yeah, and even the people who are at the top of the ceiling, right? Like, they still got, the ceiling is kind of not there, I think, in some ways. Okay. Had to get some food. Haven't started your warm-ups. That's okay. You got some time. When I complained about being no good to my chair making teacher. Wait, you make chairs? Of course you're not. You've been doing this for 2 weeks. Knowledge of chairs is genetic. Exactly! Yes. I feel like carpentry and like skill-based things like that are such a good, it's an analogy for art. It's the same. Art is a skill. It is not an inborn trait. Just training your observation eye. Alright, I'm gonna do a very quick kid's eye study just because I feel like I found these and didn't use them. I love these round, bright-eyed shapes here. So if you need an extra couple minutes, you've got them. but I am gonna start going through the Discord here in a sec. So go ahead and start posting those if you've got them. And like I said, if you didn't finish, you can always follow along with the VOD and post them later. Like I mentioned before, I will be showing, well, starting off with a rhino somebody made last week that they finished after stream. So I'll just be showing that today. It's totally fine. So it's never too late. These VODs stay up for 2 weeks here on Twitch. And then I actually have been putting them up on YouTube. So if anyone wants to watch past VODs, like when we did, say, like Birds of Prey, we did Big Cats, we did some creature design streams that were warm-ups, all kinds of stuff. Horses, dinosaurs. If you are interested in drawing any of those things, cars, all sorts, yeah, go check out the YouTube channel and you can find older VODs. And if you follow along with one of those and you decide you want to share some of that stuff, just drop it in the warm-up chat. But again, it does not have to be what I'm drawing. It never does. Just any kind of warm-ups is a good accountability for somebody out there, I'm sure. But if you did post something and you're wanting to see it pop up on stream, that is going to happen here in just a little bit. So. I'm going to shade in this little eyeball. Yeah, somebody was talking about eyelashes earlier. So when you're drawing, a quick reference for eyelashes is like when you're looking from the front, they're always going out and away from the center of the face, right? We didn't actually do an eye, I'm just now realizing, from profile. Like we didn't draw an eye from this view, which we probably should have. It was an oversight on my part. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, they're always going to point away, kind of out toward the sides. How they protect our eyeballs from dust and stuff. There we go. Little kiddo face. Okay. Chairmakers don't see themselves as carpenters. The old English name for it is bogging. Oh, I didn't mean to say that they were. I just meant like carpentry, any kind of like furniture making, any kind of like iron working, or like any kind of skilled craft. Yeah. No. I apologize for implying that they were the same. But what I was trying to say was any kind of an artisan craft, or like any kind of like a labor, anything that's like craftsmanship. I just feel like it's a really good analog for art because it's kind of the same. It's a skill, any kind of skill-based craft, I guess. Okay, let's go back over here. I'm gonna pull up the Discord, and we're gonna start looking at some eyes, some things that people drew. We're gonna start off with this image that Rock Paper Water made last week of a rhino. If I can get this to load. Anyway, that's what we will do. Where did it go? There it is. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this on screen here. We did rhinos for Rhino Day last week, and Rock Paper Water did this beautiful, I think it's ink and watercolor, or maybe it's just like a water soluble something. I'm not actually sure what his process was, but it's beautiful looking. I love the textures. I love the movement, the lines, the gestures, the proportions. Everything looks great. I really love this piece. If you guys aren't already following Rock Paper Water, oh, thank you. Thank you for that follow. Draw more. Yes, draw more. I agree. What a great name for this stream. That's awesome. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I couldn't agree with your name more. But yeah, if you guys aren't following Rock Paper Water, I'm gonna give them a little shout out here. I think it's Rock Paper Water. ROC Paper Water. Pretty sure that's him. Yeah, go give him a follow. He just started streaming here on Twitch not too long ago. He does this work live. I've been hanging out on his streams sometimes. Very cozy. He's very kind, very, very, very nice guy. I think you guys will enjoy getting to know him. So if you want to go give him a follow, this is his. Very nice stuff. And if you are in chat and you do stream, be sure to speak up in chat so people know who to follow, especially if you are a streamer or if you've got some art that they can keep an eye on. Maybe have your Instagram on your profile or something. Amaze, our very own amazing fan 15. These look great. Really nice. Really nice eye shapes, really great proportions. I can tell like right away that you draw a lot of people. These look awesome, very well balanced. Yeah, beautiful eyes, beautiful eyes. It's like I don't know if I recognize the references. You must have had your own references. I don't think I drew any of these today. Really nice. Got a few different angles. I love the shadows that you got here. These are really great. These nice thick eyebrows, heavy shadows. I love a good heavy shadow. And the different eye shapes that I see in all these, really cool, really nicely done. Each one of these looks like a different person. You know, it's not like the same shape over and over. Well done. Well done. Did I don't remember if I did. Yes, I did. Okay. Hearts, these look great. Thank you, Amaze, for drawing along. Shura! Oh, nice. Dang, Shura coming in hot. Look at these. These look great. Oh, I love them. Again, I'm very into these like big heavy brows, and stuff that I see. Really nice job. Wow. Again, I can really tell that you draw a lot of people. I'm just gonna make this a little bigger because you really drew quite a few of them here. Really nice. Nice gestural shapes. I love how much you're able to imply about form just from like a few slight brush strokes. You did a really great job with these. I keep looking at this heavy browed guy because I just really like them. These all look great. Great proportions. Excellent work, Shura. Excellent. You guys should all go give Shura a follow as well if you haven't already followed Shura. Shuratoshi there in chat. For sure. For sure. Alright. And then we got Dusk Fox. Oh, we got some various doodles in here and more than just eyes. Very nice. Hey, these look great. These look great. I can tell you're really looking at the skin folds and stuff for these. I zoomed in like probably a little too fast or too far. Really nice job with the proportions and stuff, like these little dog and griffin drawings. Super cute. Super cute. But yeah, nice work. Nice work. It's so nice to have you in here drawing with us. Thanks for popping in today. Love it. Love it. That big brow guy looks like a bird to me. He kind of does, honestly. And then Turtle Rabbit. Hey, welcome on in. First time chatter. Good to see you. Can you try drawing one of the eyes in the reference anime style? So we were talking about style. I don't know if I'm quite ready to do like style stuff yet. I mean, I probably could, but I think what I was saying earlier is it's really important to understand how things actually look before you try to stylize or abstract them in some way. A mistake that I made a lot when I was a kid was drawing things in like a Disney style or an anime style and not actually learning what a real shape or an eye looked like. And I think it actually kind of, I don't know if cripple is too strong of a word, but it really did hold me back in a lot of ways for many years because I kept not improving in a lot of ways when I kept like, I don't know how to draw this eye any better, you know, like I don't know how to draw this hand any better, I don't know how to draw this like whatever any better. And it's because I was trying too hard to draw a style and not draw the actual thing. And so now that I'm like a little bit older artist and I've kind of drawn a few more things, I've realized if I can draw something really well realistically, then I'm going to be able to abstract that. Because, for example, I'll do a quick example and we'll look at the next one. I see that someone else dropped one in there. But like, for example, if I don't know how to draw... Okay, so let me just use something that I'm pretty comfortable with. Like if I know for sure how to draw like a lion, I'm gonna be able to like really play around with the shapes that I know are in a lion's face, and I can do like a quick stylized lion. Like I could maybe make the nose long or big or small, but I know all the pieces. I know where they're supposed to go, so that when I do stylize something, even if I make it like have an anthropomorphized kind of mouth or something. Oops, we got an ad. Sorry, guys. I'll rehash this in a second. But like, I'm gonna be able to do that better because I know where the pieces go. Like, even though that's nothing like what a real lion looks like, I can abstract it because I've spent the time looking at real lions. It's like I know that they have, you know, like these big yellow swaths of mane that kind of come in here, and they tend to have kind of spiky, fluffed, you know, tops of the manes or whatever. And I can do this quickly because I've done it so many times from realism. But if I were to do that with a person, it would just look weird. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm quite ready to get into stylization yet. I guess I'll leave that up in case somebody was in an ad. So we must nail down the anatomy basics. Yes, yeah, exactly. And I apologize if you're in an ad right now. Sorry for ads. I'm just going to type sorry for ads. Sorry, ads. Hey, good to see you, Lagum Core. I don't know if you're in an ad right now, but thanks for popping in. Appreciate ya. But we will do a stream at some point where we're talking about how to stylize more. I think right now I just want to focus on basics. Yeah. 30 seconds left? Oh my goodness. It says 10 for me. Darn Twitch. Such lies. My goodness. I don't really understand how all these ad things work. All right, mine says it's out of ads, so I apologize if anyone's still stuck in an ad. But Lagam Core is good to see ya, and thanks for popping in. And Turtle, is it Turtle? Turtle Rabbit? It's a cute name. Yeah, all I was really saying is we are gonna talk about like stylization and shape language and kind of abstracting things, but I don't want to veer too far into that right now. I mean, I'm sure I could like look at this eye and then like make it look really animated, you know, and like draw a whole bunch of like anime exaggerated forms, right? Like there's all kinds of ways you can do that. But I think it's too easy to focus on like drawing this more simple shape without learning the more complex shape, and then you are going to struggle to actually innovate on your own. Like, because I know what an eye looks like when it's half closed, I can innovate this shape, you know, but I don't want to like practice that right now. So yeah, all that to say exactly what you said, Turtle. Learn the basics so that you can abstract really comfortably. That's actually the fastest way to improve, is to understand actually what things look like so that you can apply your own preferred style to it or experiment. So yeah. Okay, let's look at the other one. I know Mac just posted something in the Discord. If anyone has any eyes or warm-ups of any kind that they'd like to do, I'm happy to show them off. And if you work on something after the stream is over, feel free to drop it in the Discord and I will still share it later. Mac, this looks great. You did this really fast. Oh my gosh, didn't you say that you hadn't even done anything yet? This looks great. You did a fantastic job with proportion. I can also tell that you're pretty comfortable with people too, a little bit. Very nice job. That like, is this a picture of somebody? I don't know where you got this photo. It looks very much like the image. Really well done. Really well done. Great job with the spaces on the lids, the irises, the pupils, everything. Got a little nose in there. We are going to study noses and mouths soon, coming up on stream. So stay tuned if you want to learn about the rest of the face. But anyway, feel free to post in the Discord if you'd like to, and I can always show your piece on the next stream. These look awesome, guys. I love them. Make sure I give everyone a heart. I like putting little hearts on everybody. These look great. Thank you, guys. Thank you for drawing with me this morning. Thank you for studying parts of the human face. We will be doing... Oh, thank you so much, Turtle. Turtle Rabbit, it's so nice to have you. We'll be doing warm-ups tomorrow that are not people-focused. So if you're like me and you're terrified of drawing people, don't worry. We have a relief tomorrow. Oh, that's not you. Oh, no, it was your art. Oh, I thought you meant I said the wrong name. Gotcha. Let's see. Tomorrow we're doing African bush elephants, guys. Different from the forest elephant. And that's because tomorrow is a free comic book day. So if anybody celebrates free comic book day, I think you can... I don't know if they still do it at every comic book shop. They used to do specials at comic book stores on free comic book day. But I do have a comic that I'm working on, so I'm going to use the excuse to practice an animal that is highly featured on the next page of the comic. And I will be doing, hopefully, a special stream in the afternoon working up a new page from Drift, my webcomic. So if you want to check that out, you always can. Just type !Drift in the chat. Let me see if I can do that. And you can read that there, at least what's available now. There's a whole bunch of other pages on backlog that I haven't shared yet, and I'm trying to work on some more. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow, working on elephants. But for now, I'm going to head off because I'm going to be back on in like 4.5 hours. So I'll be back later today working on some illustrations. So thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you everybody who drew with me today. Oh wait, hold on. I think I missed a comment from Shura. I want to read this really fast. You smell like my mind. Yeah, I appreciate a lot more. It's so interesting to see how they simplified down. Exactly, and you can kind of see, but without, exactly, Shura. But without understanding the complex structure more, you get less out of the simplification, and it's harder to define your own style within it. Exactly. And I feel like I struggled with that when I was a kid, like when I was a teenager. I think a lot of like beginning artists struggle with that. They're like, I don't know what my style is. Like I can't figure out how to like innovate from this simplified style that I've been studying. And the problem is you've been studying anime, or you've been studying Disney, or you've been studying comics, and you haven't been looking at actual real life things. And so you don't know how to abstract in a way that is unique to you. And I think doing reference work is how you get around that. So couldn't have said it better myself. Sure, thanks for chiming in. But thank you guys for hanging out. I am gonna go find a family-friendly art streamer to raid. That is who we raid around here, is family-friendly art streams. So let's see who's on. I always forget how to do this. I will look over here. Let's see. I have quite a few. If you ever find, by the way, guys, a family-friendly art streamer that you think I should raid, let me know. Ooh, Sure is on right now. Wait, Sure, you've been like double streaming? How are you doing that right now? Sure, are you trying things that are not family-friendly? Hard to say. Hard to say. It doesn't look like it right now. I don't know. You are drawing things that are not family-friendly? Okay, thanks for letting me know. Well, let me know when that stops. But we will definitely raid you sometime. Okay, you know what? I see that Nofi is on. I don't think we've raided Nofi in a while. She hasn't been on very long either. Oh, she's doing some... Speaking of drawing people, Nofi is a wonderful human artist. Well, she is human, but she also draws humans really well. So if you guys would like to go give Nofi a little follow, we're gonna go hang out with her. She's really sweet, always does really nice pieces. So always happy to peek in there. But thank you guys for hanging. Please don't. Okay. Thanks, sure. Thanks. If you guys want to hang out for the raid, we can go say hi to Nofi really fast. But I will be back on in like 4 hours, guys. So if anyone's around in a few hours, feel free to pop back in. But if this is the only time I see you, then thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. And hopefully we'll see you again next time. Thanks, Amaze, by the way, as always, for posting all those links and the schedule and Discord and socials. I really appreciate you. And if you guys need those, click them. But for now, we're going to go say hi to Nofi.